What's going on, humans? Welcome to a new Psicoactivo. Today is a very interesting one because I stumbled upon something that I tried to check and double check with people from the Vetted Discord, who are amazing people, all of them. Shout out to the Vetted Discord. I found a document that I saw on Twitter that says something that I really wanted to be true. I am a anime nut. I love a show called Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Gyokin, about giants and the possibility that there's a world where regular people that are our height are protecting themselves from giant beings who eat them. That's scary, I know. But this document is allegedly, when I first read it, a FOIA document from 2018, which states the following. It is highlighted right here. It is a request from a person named Denetra D. Senegar. It says, requesting documents pertaining to the resurrection chamber of Gilgamesh, the location of his body, and the location of the buried Nephilim. What in the actual hell? Okay, so let's unpack this a little bit, right? Because those of you who are familiar with the work of Zachariah Sitchin and the ancient Sumerian tablets, you will know that there is one tablet, there is one of the oldest texts that we have in our possession. There was the Library of Alexandria that was burned down to ashes that had a lot of other ancient texts, but it was burned down. But this one was not burned down. It is called the Epic of Gilgamesh. It is the tale of a Sumerian king named Gilgamesh who was a giant. I'm going to show some pictures while I speak. There's one very famous picture of him petting a lion as if it was a kitten. I kid you not. This Gilgamesh character was very famous in this epic tale because he attempted to find or seek knowledge from the gods and he wasn't able to. The fact that this is in a FOIA document as a request opens a can of worms that I believe was not real for my whole life. I did find out what happened back in 2003 when the United States government invaded Iraq and they looted the Museum of Anthropology in Baghdad. And they apparently or allegedly stole many artifacts that were very valuable from that area of the Sumerians, because those of you who know, Iraq is exactly the place where old Sumer was. And there were rumors that the government found a tomb of a giant being that they believed was Gilgamesh. Yeah, the fact that they're talking about the Nephilim here, to those of you who don't know, the Nephilim are supposed to be in mythology a hybrid of humans, or the precursor of humans and gods or angels, or I don't know. But they're like a combination, and they were giant in size too. And there's supposed to be a tomb of Nephilim somewhere in Iraq. This is pretty wild to me because I know, I mean, I think it's still not true, but the fact that this is in a FOIA document is pretty mind blowing, if you ask me. And I want to hear you people in the comments tell me what you think about this, because it's pretty shocking. When I first shared this with the community on the Bedded Discord, and a person returned the FOIA document to me, one of the vetters, I was shocked. I was like, this is real. Whoa. And I asked one of the colleagues that I have, who will remain unnamed, but I will just say that he's a bigwig. And he told me that, yeah, it's real. And that request came directly from Hillary Clinton's Defense Department office. So someone from Hillary Clinton's office made this request. And those of you who remember, Tom DeLonge was leaked by Julian Assange's WikiLeaks and the Hillary emails. Tom was speaking to John Podesta about UFOs and all this weird stuff. So this tracks. And this ties into the whole Anunnaki stuff. And today they are the Elohim, as translated by Italian translator Mauro Biglino. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts about this. This is a shocking discovery to me. I want to see if you guys think the same. Let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think about this whole story of the Anunnaki and the Epic of Gilgamesh. If you haven't read it, it's not an easy read, but there are a lot of videos that tell the tale, and it's really, really fascinating, really, really interesting. And the fact that it is now in a FOIA document, maybe we should investigate it a little bit further, don't you think? There is also another story that made me think about this that also involves the Middle East. It is a little later when it allegedly happened. There was a special forces unit that went to the Kandahar region, and allegedly they encountered, there was a lot of them, and they encountered a giant being who was a redhead who killed a lot of them, and they managed to kill the thing, allegedly. This story is known as the Giant of Kandahar, and there are creators on YouTube and other platforms who covered this story, and they interviewed some of the people from that special forces unit. I don't know if the story has been debunked yet. I'm pretty sure maybe it has, because it is far too fantastical for people to accept it as is. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was debunked already. But this FOIA document immediately took me to that Kandahar giant story. And man, the rabbit hole goes deep on that one. Because allegedly when they killed it, they transported the body to the US. And nobody knows where it is right now. If this story is true, and if this FOIA document is talking about something that is true, we are living in a world that is far weirder than we expected. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're already tying it to the giant Nasca desiccated being's hands, and that tale of the alleged giant's head from the Nasca region. I've seen pictures of it. I already told you guys, it looks fake. It hasn't been studied properly. I was told that one of these heads, because there are 4 or 5 that Thierry Jamon told me that existed, but they told me that they carbon dated one of them, and it is between 5 and 6,000 years old. If your math is correctly and your history is correctly, that is at around the same time of the ancient Sumerians, when all of this, the Nephilim and the Gilgamesh story, comes from. That's a lot of food for thought. I know. But let me know what you think in the comments. I want to hear everything. It is a fascinating story. I want to hear everybody. What do you have to say about this? I'm going to leave the links in the description, obviously, so you can see for yourselves that I'm not lying, and this is an official FOIA document of someone asking to see documents of the resurrection's chamber of Gilgamesh and the location of his body and the location of the buried Nephilim. Holy hell. Sorry, but this is exciting to me. I love science fiction. I love Lord of the Rings. The fact that this is a FOIA document, it's just exciting. What am I going to tell you? I'm not saying I believe it's true, but this is really thrilling. You got to jump on the boat with me, at least on that. Even debunkers will be like, this is a FOIA document? What the hell? So yeah, it is. If you like the content you see, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share in any platform. The YouTube algorithm really loves that, and that is going to help the channel grow even faster. We're approaching 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for the support. Let's get to 10,000 now. I think we can do that even faster. I'm going to give you guys a little recount of how this has gone. I opened the channel in 2021. I did about a year of podcasts with my friends in my studio, and then I stopped for a full year. After that, I returned with a few more podcasts in Spanish. They were all weekly. Some of them didn't happen because I had stuff to do. And then I started doing in English, my first ever interview in English with Mr. Stephen Bassett. Thank you, Mr. Stephen Bassett. That was a little less than 9 months ago. I had less than 1,000 subscribers when I started that. From that moment until about 4 months ago, I only reached like 1,200 subscribers. And then I decided to start doing daily videos 4 months ago. Since then, that was when I had only 40 episodes in. Now this is 133. From 1,200 subscribers in 4 months, we've gotten to nearly 5,000. This is all because of you guys, and also because I'm busting my ass, but I love it. I am having so much fun. And I think that the community that we're building is very, very amazing. And a lot of people are sharing their experiences. I am getting to know a lot of people who are like in the know with a lot of stuff that I want to know about. And I am very grateful to every one of you. And I think that the way this is going and how fast, within a year, we can be very far off. And I think that the channel is going to get a life of its own. It already has in many ways. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, really. It gets me really emotional and quite humbled to know how people are responding. So thank you. I'm going to do my best to uphold the values that, with which I was raised by my mother, mostly, some by my father. And I will keep trying to get the best and most interesting stories to you, because I love doing it. So yeah, share the content, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to support the channel in any other way, I'm gonna leave a few links in the description. You can support the channel by donations or buy yourself something, or you can also get something from the Amazon wishlist for the channel. But yeah, without further ado, let me know what you guys think about this FOIA document of Gilgamesh. Until the next video. Bye.